Welcome back. It's New Music Tuesday, everyone. John and Patrick from Waterloo Records are here to talk about the latest releases and some good ones this week, too.
Yes, indeed. We're going to lead off with the Little Willies. This is their first release since their 2006 self-titled release.
Wow.
If you're not familiar with the Little Willies, their best-known member is Norah Jones, but it's just a group of people who love playing some classic country songs generally. A couple originals on the first one. This one's more covers. But, you know, the Norah Jones's vocal on Dolly Parton's Jolene has been getting a lot of airplay. It's a highlight of the record, but I also like listening to Norah Jones, who doesn't sing Chris Kristofferson songs with a worn-out voice,
right,
which is the only way he knows how to sing them. But it's just, you know, she kind of floats above them in a way that it's like hearing the song for the first time.
Yeah, beautiful voice from
Absolutely.
her. All right, and a long-awaited one, too, right?
Yeah, it's been since 2006, and the first one I enjoyed a lot, and this one, from what I've heard of it, just one time through, I really enjoyed it.
All right, really cool. John, you're up.
Yeah, now that one, actually, I want to mention that one actually came out 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago?
But we weren't able to do it because we were on vacation.
Yeah,
so,
we'll talk about that.
Had to mention it. Had to mention it. Next up, though, is Kathleen Edwards.
Yeah.
It's entitled Voyager, and it's the fourth release from this Canadian singer-songwriter. And she's always had a lot of seduction in all of her songs. And this one, she is seductively embarking all of her fans to follow her on a journey where you don't know where you're going to end up. And she enlisted the help of Justin Vernon, also known as Bon Iver, to be on the album and co-produce it with her, and it's a fantastic pairing.
One that you can just pop in.
Coincidentally, she has some guest assistance from Norah Jones.
She is everywhere, and why not? Bombay Bicycle Club.
Bombay Bicycle Club. This is the third release from this London four-piece. It was released earlier in the UK, but this is the domestic release date. This is quieter than their previous releases, a lot of atmospheric synths, but there are propulsive and crunchy moments, so I think it's an interesting blending, and it's just a step forward in their sound.
Very cool mix. All right, John, what are you talking about now? Oh,
Ani DiFranco.
Nice.
It's entitled Which Side Are You On? Yeah, those peacock feathers are fantastic. And it's Ani's first studio release in 3 years. And she's obviously the righteous babe queen of do-it-yourself. And she has Pete Seeger and his banjo guesting on the title track. And it's a track that he made popular 5 decades ago, I think. And but Ani has radically reworked it into a funk-fueled epic. And Ani's been hanging out in New Orleans. I got to see her perform many of these songs there last year.
How was that?
And she's, it was fantastic.
Yeah,
it was a small club with a bunch of, you know, righteous music lovers.
Wow.
But she's got the help of a bunch of fantastic New Orleans folks, including Cyril and Ivan Noble. So, a great one.
All right, Patrick, what are we talking about next?
This one is a really exciting thing. If you're familiar with the band Guided by Voices, this is a band that's been around for a very long time. There have been lineup changes. This is the first release with the classic lineup, so the diehard fans recognize the mid-90s, 1996, had a really classic lineup, and this is the first time that group's been back together for a full length. There's a lot of interesting string stuff. Tobin Sprout, who is one of the members who's been in and out, he's got 3 songs on this one, which is a really exciting thing for fans of the band. It's just got some Baroque string arrangements. The hooks are still there. It's just a really exciting album, and if you haven't listened to Guided by Voices before, this is a great one to start with because you're getting them with the you know, there's a little bit of a revolving cast of characters, and this is the cast that a lot of people have defined as the one that they're most excited about.
Jump right in there.
Right.
All right, and an in-store performance, a lot of excitement around this one.
This Friday at 5 p.m. we're very fortunate to have Ruthie Foster, and she's going to be celebrating the release of Let It Burn. It's actually not going to be out until January 31st, but we're going to have it in our store that day for her record release party.
Oh, cool.
Ruthie's been hanging out with a bunch of New Orleans folks as well.
Really?
She's got some of New Orleans' finest, including some meters helping her out on the record. She's also got the Blind Boys of Alabama. You know, she just kind of took this whole amalgam and made this incredibly imaginative blues album, as only Ruthie can do, with that incredible, powerful voice of hers.
You're going to have a packed house.
Friday at 5 p.m., Ruthie Foster, Let It Burn.
Cannot wait for that one. And as we mentioned, you can get these all at Waterloo Records, and when you go to Waterloo Records, we should mention that you're also going to see a sketch of a suspect that police are still looking for, because we cannot not mention your beloved Esme, right?
Sure.
Absolutely.
We're still collecting money for the reward fund, and hopefully there's someone out there who will come forward with information, but we're collecting money for that. You said Wells Fargo banks
Wells
as well?
Fargo Bank branches. People can make a donation there as well as at Waterloo. And in a day or two, we hope to have online functions for people to be able to contribute that way through PayPal.
And this will go to help find Esme's killer, then, right? Is that the hope here?
Our hope.
That's our hope, yes.
All right.
There's a killer still out there, so everyone needs to be alert, and hopefully someone will come forward with info.
Yeah.
We look forward to the day when we could report that.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Sally.
Thank you.
And we'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Thank you, Sally.